Hello, Happy New Year. Today is January 2nd, 2024. So, new year, new opportunities, new beginnings, I guess. I hate to be cliche, but it's true. So, I have noticed that I've gained a little weight. Not that that's horrible, but it's good to always be aware of your health and to make the right choices when it comes to what are you consuming, how are you living your lifestyle, what kind of lifestyle are you living. So I am on a mission to be healthier, and I hope to gain more muscle, decrease the fat levels I have in my body, be more lean, be more active. I don't want a sedentary lifestyle. I want a active one. So I am actively trying to do that. So I'm gonna cut out sweets, cut out alcohol, eat more fiber, more veggies, more protein, eat fewer carbs, I guess, maybe, but that doesn't really matter as long as I'm active. Diet matters, but it's not as important. If you cut out all the junk, it's not as important as being active and moving, your getting your heart rate up. So that's my goal for this year, and to read more and to just kind of do things a little differently. So today I wanted to share a little bit about the plants that I have. So I love plants. It's my hobby. It's almost my passion. So I have been learning a lot about plants, collecting plants, and just enjoying the benefits of them. So first and foremost, I want to show some disclaimer or give disclaimer about plants. So I prefer the botanical name, the scientific name, which is either Latin or Greek or a mix thereof. But again, botanical name is where it's at. For example, this plant here, I'm sure you've seen it before, is called Monstera deliciosa. That is the botanical name, and in Latin it means delicious monster. So this is a smaller plant that I have. I have two other bigger monsteras and another smaller one that's hydroponically propagated in water. So I want to tell you about this plant. So the botanical name is Monstera deliciosa, but the common name, which is different around the whole world, this one is called Mexican breadfruit plant. That's one. Another one is Swiss cheese plant, and they might be called that because of these fenestrations that occur, which are just holes in the leaves, in the foliage. Yeah, that's another name for it. And in the Philippines, for example, they call it Thai constellation. So there are several different names, and it's much easier and much more accurate and much more convenient to just call it for what it is, Monstera deliciosa. Fun fact about these puppies, or these bad boys, is that they produce this fruit, a long cone-like or cob-like green fruit, and it might explain why they call it delicious monster. So these fruit, they are extremely delicious. They taste like a combination of pineapple, strawberry, and banana. However, when they are unripe, they are dangerous for your consumption of them, for your mouth, for your intestines, for your throat. They have this chemical compound called, I think it's called calciate or calcium. The name escapes me, but it's a type of chemical compound that has shards, millions and millions of tiny little shards, little needles in the actual plant or in the fruit. And when it ripens, the sugar actually chemically changes them, and it's just sweet, and those needle-like structures go away. So that might explain why it's called delicious monster. I don't know. What's in a name, right? So yeah, that's the Monstera deliciosa. And I'm gonna go by location of where I have the plants. So let's go ahead and go into this one here. Yeah, this one is called the Scarlet Star Bromeliad. The scientific name is Guzmania lingulata. And the reason why it's called that, there's a history behind it. I know if you are a Spanish speaker, if you're Hispanic, or even if you're Philippines or have Spanish origin, Guzman is a last name. So it was named after this guy. And lingulata means tongue-like. So there's tongue-like appendages or foliage. It's a beautiful plant. The next one is common name, Madagascar jewel. It is also called Euphorbia leuconeura. And there's a reason why it's called that, which I'm not going to go into because it's going to take forever. This one is called spider plant, also known as Chlorophytum comosum. And interestingly, comossus in Latin means with much or long hair. And this is from South Africa. The Madagascar jewel is from Madagascar, of course. And this bromeliad is from the tropical Americas. This next one is a striped Barbados lily. And the scientific name is Hypastrium striatum. So this is where the scientific name comes in handy. This, when the lily comes out, it's neither striped, and this plant is neither from Barbados. This plant is actually originally from Central and South America, and the lilies that come out, this is the royal red. It doesn't come out striped, it's just red. Next is this one, which is called ox tongue. I think it's a succulent, but I'm not sure. But as you can see, it has tongue-like appendages. And the scientific name for that is Gasteria carinata. And that's from Southeast Asia, New Guinea, and Australia. Now let's go on to another beautiful plant. This is a moth orchid. The scientific name for this is Phalaenopsis amabilis. And this is, the ox tongue is from South Africa. This one is from Southeast Asia, New Guinea, and Australia. And it's moth because the flowers, when they come out, when they bloom, they look like moths. And this is a white one. I know they're going to be white. Unless I'm surprised, which I would love to be, because I like white, but I love colorful flowers. This next one is very easy to care for. It's jade plant, but its scientific name is Crassula ovata. And the reason why, because crassula means thick or thick leaves, and ovata means egg-shaped. So as you can see, the thick leaves are shaped like eggs. I'm sure you've heard of this, aloe vera. That's the scientific name as well. And it has a lot of medicinal properties. It's rich in vitamins, vitamin A, E, C. It does wonders for curing sunburn or cuts. It aids in that process, I mean. And then we have the next one, which I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip this Thanksgiving plant because I have a Christmas plant in the kitchen, which I'm gonna tell you about the difference, as well as the arrowhead plant. I'm gonna skip that. And again, that's just another monstera. So the other ones that we're gonna go over, here we have, let's see where they're at. Okay, yeah. So this one, let me just get this out of the way real quick. This middle one here is golden pothos. Now, the scientific name is Epiprinium aureus, and the aureus is Greek for golden or yellow. Try to get a better look at that. It's pretty tall, and they're amazing. They're very hardy. They're good for beginners. They're good for anybody. They thrive on neglect as well, almost like succulents. So they're very easy to care for. This one here, scientific name Ficus elastica. This one's from Belize. But look at how absolutely beautiful this plant is. It has pink, it has dark greens, it has light greens, it has some whites on the edges. This is the most beautiful plant I currently have. And it's easy to care for. It's not that um, not that high maintenance. This one is the crown of thorns. Its name is Euphorbia milai, and this was actually, you can see the flowers there, but you can see also the thorns. So the reason it's called crown of thorns is because it is believed that that plant was the one that was formed into a crown and put on the head of Jesus Christ as he was on his way to be crucified. And they are very sharp, those thorns. When I water it or I'm messing with the soil or transplanting it, it's just wear gloves because it's very, very spiky. The little pricks really get you. Okay, another one that I wanted to go over. Oh yeah, let me show you my Monstera Deliciosa, my best one that I had. So this is it. Oh, actually, let me do this because YouTube might format it differently. So these are nice green foliage. You have a new growth here. You can see it's almost like a very light lime green. These are the older ones, but they're very sturdy plants. They don't care to be like, shaken a little. I love them. They don't require that much care, and they still give you wonderful, wonderful thing to view. So here we are in the kitchen. I have some more in the bathroom, which I'm not going to go into because they're just some of the same plants. So let's go over. I didn't go over the peace lily, that's fine. So the Thanksgiving plant. This is the Christmas cactus. The other one's Thanksgiving cactus. Scientific name for Thanksgiving cactus is Schlumbergera truncata, but this one's Schlumbergera bridgei, however you want to call it. But they're different. This Christmas one, as you can see, the flower is dying. And they're beautiful flowers, but when you buy them, these were both gifts. When you're given them or you buy them, they already come with the flowers, and the flowers bloom immediately, and then you're like, well, it's not gratifying because you just received this plant with the flowers already on, so you didn't get to see the process of them, like, oh, there's a little bud there. Also, if you move this plant at all, and there are little buds growing of flowers, and you shake it just like that, they will all fall out. That's why I don't like these plants very much. Let's go to the pencil tree. This is the pencil tree, which is called Euphorbia tirucali. And it's a succulent, I believe. I should do more research, but I like this. Easy to care for. It's in regular dirt, not soil. This is the other one that I was telling you about, the baby rubber plant. I don't like the name. The actual name is, what is it? Peperomia obtusifolia. Peperomia obtusifolia. This is actually closely related to the pepper tree, the true black pepper. And as you can see, obtusifolia, obtuse foliage or blunt shaped leaves. This is the Chinese evergreen, which is also known as Aglaonema commutatum. Commutatum means changing in form. So maybe it has to do with the actual leaves. They have a nice design on them. I really like them. And I'm just propagating this little cute spider plant. There's a small root there, which I hope to grow. I don't like hydroponic that much because you have to change the water every week. This is another Monstera. As you can see, those are new roots. So the interesting thing about Monsteras is that you can be putting them in or growing them hydroponically, and you will see no new roots for like 2-3 weeks. And then the next week, there's like so many white ones within the next few days. It's incredible. I don't know if it's my observation or if that's how it is, but that's my experience. This is the arrowhead plant that I had over there. This one is Syngonium podophyllum. Pod means foot, phylum means leaves. So do with that information as you may. Here is a bromeliad pup. It's very small, but I hope it actually grows. This is not giving any roots, so I'm going to throw it away. It's been there for a week. No roots. It's probably not where the node is. So whatever, I have a bunch of them already. Yeah, so those are my plants. And as you can see, they're on that nice windowsill. And I have the apple mint here. It's great. I love my plants. But yeah, the one thing that I should mention is that here in Bratislava, oh, one more thing before we move on. So the actual peace lily is called Spathiphyllum wallisae, and it's that one up there. I have two of them. One's in the bathroom, that one's there. But those are easy to care for as well. They have very, very nice roots. So it's a very few chance that you're going to overwater them. This is the thing with plants is you want the plants that have very nice roots, thick roots, sturdy roots like monsteras or peace lilies. You want them to be thick. Not too thick though, because if you have them too thick, then the water just seeps through and then there's no oxygen being released into the plant. It just drains too well. So that's what soil is for. Soil is to have roots grow through the soil so that you can water them. The oxygen is then absorbed by the plant and the plant produces oxygen. Most of these plants that I have here, if not, I'd say most, not all, but almost all, they are very good at purifying the air. They're good at, for example, spider plant is very good at for offices because there are some chemicals that like printers and ink cartridges release that these types of plants absorb and purify the air very well. So back to the plant's roots. Water has oxygen. Plants like oxygen. That's what they enjoy and they produce oxygen. So it's a very good symbiotic relationship for humans. Humans and plants have a very good relationship. However, if the soil is too thick and the roots are maybe, or the soil is too watered, you're overwatering your plant, roots begin to become rotten. And then you have root rot because there is no oxygen being synthesized or whatever, absorbed. And bacteria grows, and that's how you get your plant to die. So yeah, you want a good balance of roots with soil and good drainage, but not too good because then the plant can't actually absorb the oxygen. There's other chemicals or compounds or elements that a plant needs: nitrogen, phosphorus, and that's where plant fertilizers come in. They have these potassium as well. NPK is a good one. So N, nitrogen, phosphorus, P, K, potassium. So these plants actually need that kind of stuff. And for the most part, I think they're pretty well without me giving them anything. I don't know why, but I haven't actually fertilized them because I got most of these in the winter. So I haven't had the chance for spring to arrive yet, but I hope to put up a new video regarding that. Hopefully I can show you the actual growth, maybe some flowers come out. But yeah, it's important to give your plants what they need. Some people have a very bad environment for their plants. For example, here in Bratislava, it's very humid, so I have no problem with humidity, and I would say all plants like humidity. I don't know, maybe succulents don't, but most plants really, really enjoy humidity. So my plants are doing just fine. I just water them. I try not to overwater them. I think I'm doing a good job. But there have been times where I've had to swap a plant out or just throw it away because I've killed it. English ivy is one. So I got English ivy. It was hanging up there where the peace lily is. And then the leaves just started like falling off. It was a pretty nice bush. It had some vines at the bottom. And then it was just vines and no bush at the top. They were just falling left and right. And I was trying to figure out what it was. I didn't overwater. Maybe I dried it too much. But I found out that they really like the cold. I don't know why. I walked around here, Bratislava, and English ivy is everywhere on the buildings, on the streets. And it's winter and they love it. They thrive. The leaves are nice. They're not falling off. So you have to find the right conditions for your plant. And fortunately, I've struck a good balance, but every plant is different, just like humans are. Every human has a different need. Every plant has a different need, different environment. It functions better in a specific environment. Yeah, do your research. Always do your research before buying a plant. But if you buy a plant and you find out that it's not doing so well, just swap it out. But yeah, I hope that I made myself clear. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to just put it down in the message or in the comment section, and I hope to respond. Yeah, so anyway, Happy New Year. I hope that your new year is great, that you set your mind to certain things, and that you improve yourself or change some habits in your life. Yeah, so have a good day. Bye.